What's up, Gamma Squad? Today was a crazy day in the stock market. I'm going to show you how you could have made 1000% of your money just by trading SPY options. Now, to start off, what we did is, as always, we start on the higher time frames. So I started on the daily chart and I wanted to analyze the overall trend of the stock market. As you can tell, we had a nice double bottom here, and then now we're breaking out to the upside. So all of my short-term day trades, I want to be long on because we are in an uptrend right now on the daily. As you can see, I drew this trend line. I just connected this bottom to this bottom, and then I just extended the channel outwards like this. And as long as we're in this uptrend, I want to be buying calls in demand zones and then taking profits in supply zones. So that's the overall direction of the market. It's very important to trade in the overall market direction. Secondly, to actually enter in on our day trades, we move on to the smaller day time frames. So I like to use the 15-minute as my intraday analysis time frame, just because it gives me a nice balance of it's a low time frame and I can kind of see the past history of the stock. And what I did is I have different supply and demand zones drawn on this time frame. I have this supply zone from these wicks up here. As you can see, I drew that. And then also we have this demand zone down here from the previous low of this pullback day. And then in the pre-market, so what I consider pre-market is I like to put my mouse right here in the middle, and anything to the left here is after hours and anything to the right is pre-market. So in the pre-market session, I wanted to see a demand zone form. So what we did is we traded up, we pulled back, and then traded back up. So this acts as our new demand zone on the intraday time frame. So as long as we are inside here, I will be buying calls, and then up here I'll be taking profits. That's the game plan going into the day. Now when the market opened, we kind of traded above this demand zone and below the supply zone. Anything in between these zones I like to call fair value. You don't want to be trading in fair value. Yeah, it's fair value, the price is fair, but as intraday traders, we don't want a fair price. We want the best price. And the only way to get the best price is to trade in supply and demand zones. So we actually did get an opportunity to snag up some calls in this demand zone about 45 minutes after the market opened. So as long as you were patient and willing to wait for a good entry, you were able to snag up some calls and catch this monster of a rally. So originally, when we purchase calls in this demand zone, our target is going to be this supply zone, which is 425 approximately on the SPY. So now that we know our target, that's the strike price that we're going to be purchasing for our SPY contracts. So if we go over to our trade grid and pull up the options chain, as you can see, I'm on the 0 DTEs. And here we have 425 strike price, and if I click this, it should send the chart right over to here. So at this point in time, this is about 10 o'clock. So if we go over to the chart of the actual options contract and go to 10 o'clock, we can see that these contracts were trading for about $15, or 15 cents is what we call it in options trading, but 15 cents equates to $15. That's how much you have to pay for one contract. So if you bought one contract for $15 and held till we were in the supply zone, you would have made approximately 300% on this trade, which of in itself is a great trade. So even if you held these for the whole entire day, let's say that you did take profits here at 300 at your original target and had some leftover contracts just to hold on to and trail your win, essentially you could have made 1000% if you held all the way through. So $15 into $190 is a pretty good trade, and there's no other place where you can do that with your money other than the options market. So and you can buy more than one of these contracts for sure. So one contract is $15. You could have bought 10 contracts for $150. And if you held these for $150, you would have made, about $1,500 profit in one trade. Now, guys, I don't know anywhere else where you can make that much money, percentage-wise of your money, other than the options trading market. I think options are the only instrument that can give you 100% plus gains on a trade, and they should definitely be taken advantage of because it is an instrument that is so lucrative and can provide so much money to anybody that trades them that you would be almost dumb not to trade them. Personally, I believe that options will be terminated at some point just because they are so lucrative. And honestly, anybody can trade these options, right? You don't need a license. You don't need a lot of money. Anybody can trade these options contracts. It sometimes confuses me to why these are actually provided to us normal people, but they are, so they should be taken advantage of, and everybody should learn how to trade options. Now, that was the trade of the day. As you can see, 1,000%. And 1,000%, what that means is basically you 10x your money. So if you put in $1,000, you would have made $10,000 on this one trade. And yeah, so 1,000% is a pretty good trade in the options market. It's something that you definitely don't see every day. So I'm just glad that we were able to plan this out and take a good trade and actually catch this move. So hope you guys found this useful. Hope you guys found this educational. I did go through on creating my Discord channel. So here I do have a brand new Discord channel for all of you guys to join. A link to this will be in the description. It is 100% free to join. And what I'm planning to do with this Discord channel is just to put all of my pre-market analysis, like the one given today in this video, just so everybody's on the same page and we can all plan together on how we're going to tackle every day in the stock market. I also have a chat room in this Discord channel for everybody to just chat. Anything stock related, anything market related, you can post it here and get feedback from other members of the community. Like I said, it's 100% free, so I would definitely go down there and join. If you have any questions for me, feel free to reach out on Discord, send me a private message, and I'll probably get back to you. And yeah, guys, today's Friday. I hope you guys all had a great trading week. And, now we have the weekend. We all need to enjoy the weekend and restart and get ready for Monday next week where we're going to totally kill it in the stock market. So hope you guys all have a good weekend.